Dixie D'Amelio and Noah Beck finally took that lie detector test they've been teasing fans about, and did it reveal that Dixie and Noah are in a love triangle with James Charles? Here's everything we know. I'm Gabby Conti.
And I'm Zach Weinberg, and this is Hollywire's Holiday 24/7 Celebrity News. So obviously Dixie and Noah took the lie detector test that they have been teasing fans for so long, and we're gonna get all into it. So Dixie and Noah have been officially dating for months now. Prior to going public with their relationship, they talked a lot about doing a lie detector test. Dixie wasn't too thrilled about the idea when Noah was totally fine with it. Well, now the two have at least taken a lie detector test together, which Dixie just posted a YouTube video on her channel titled The Lie Detector with Noah Beck. The Dixie D'Amelio show, Dixie opens the show saying this is a very much requested video as she introduces her boyfriend Noah Beck and John, the lie detector operator, who you might remember from the Bryce Hall and other Sway members video on their YouTube channels. And we're gonna get all into this lie detector test. I do wanna say that this guy, John, he has been on every single talk show. He's been on Ellen, he's been on a lot of reality shows.
Yeah.
He is the go-to celebrity lie detector connoisseur.
A missed appearance actually was on The Bachelorette, where they did the lie detector test, and JoJo did it, and I was like, that's weird. Shouldn't there be an operator like John?
It should have been John. I think he actually had, no, he's done it on the past, on Bachelor seasons, but I think just with the quarantine situation.
Right.
But we're not here to talk about John, but we do want to give him some praise because he is pretty iconic.
He is. He's become very iconic in the TikTok community. I mean, he's made many cameos on, I feel like, almost every influencer's YouTube channel.
I hope he's getting paid well.
I'm sure he is.
Okay.
But I mean, this video was what the fans wanted. I guess almost, you could argue, a couple of months too late.
Yeah, but better late than never.
But better late than never. And I do feel like the truths that were revealed in this lie detector was pretty crazy, because we learned a lot of tea about Noah.
Well, just a little bit of tea.
Maybe like almost, I don't know about you, but I was watching this, like at one point I was like, oh, should I be hearing this? Like, didn't it feel almost like we were kind of inside their relationship?
Totally. It
like
really felt like we got more of a in detail, like, you know, I don't know what I'm saying. Closing bedroom doors, relationship.
Yes,
like what are they
actually? Doors, like what they talk about.
And we got to see their dynamic, which was a little bit different. They're a lot more playful than I maybe thought they were.
Totally.
A little bit more like, you know, giddy giddy giddy.
Well, I mean, yeah, they made fun of, like, Dixie said that, or Noah says that Dixie tries to annoy him a lot, and you kind of saw that dynamic. But they are so cute together, and I guess, and this really, when you watch this video, you do understand why the Noah shippers ship these two so hard.
They are cute, and they really like each other.
They do. And also, guys, if you remember a little earlier today, Dixie's TikTok account was hacked, and it was gone from TikTok last night. Also, her dad was as hacked as well. But as we report this, good news, people, Dixie is officially back on TikTok. Wish we could say the same.
She's back like she never left.
Yeah, wish we could say the same for Perez Hilton. Okay, so Dixie explained that the whole lie detector test, the process came from the very first time she had Noah on her show before they were officially dating. On the show, Noah promised in his interview that if the video hit 2 million likes, they would do a lie detector test. Well, that initial video did hit 2 million likes, and Dixie reluctantly kept her promise. The two then took turns getting hooked up to the detector as they answered each other's questions. Dixie was nervous that Noah might hurt her feelings, while Noah said he's an open book who's not worried because, quote, it's all just the truth. Dixie then asked John, the lie detector operator, if anyone has ever broken up while taking this test, to which John replied, that's what I'm hoping. And I was worried. I was worried watching this. I mean, we knew because the video had came out and that they had already made statements. Like, I was a little worried. Like, is this going to cause trouble in paradise for these two?
I think they seem pretty comfortable with each other. They're definitely on the same page as far as their relationship, but it was interesting. This was the most tea in this lie detector test, is that they thought about breaking up with each other, but never did. And both of them thought about it individually. Yes,
both of them thought about it individually. And then the other big thing too is that Dixie had lied in the detector. They were like, oh, would you ever imagine yourself marrying Noah? And she said no, which I could tell was like her sarcastic sense of humor that she talked recently about with James Charles. Also, speaking of James Charles, very interesting, because we'll get into that, what Noah said. But let's remember that Dixie's last guest on the Early Late Show with Dixie D'Amelio
was James Charles, and Noah also made a little cameo on that late night show. So maybe they're all in a love triangle. We're going to talk a little bit more about it.
They're just a couple of besties.
Yes. So Noah first asked Dixie if she loves him and if she is in love with him. She said yes to both, which the detector read as true. He also asked if she can see herself marrying him, and she said no with a smile. Obviously, I think she was just testing the lie detector for that, particular question. Dixie also claimed that she isn't embarrassed to post about her relationship, to which Noah called her out by saying she never posts the two of them. Dixie claims she only posts for promo and never posts anything about her real life. which Noah doesn't buy, but the detector read it as true. Dixie then posted a shot of the two on her Instagram after this video dropped. Noah then asked if she ever thought about breaking up with him, which she denied. The lie detector picked up as a lie. Dixie then said it was a one-time thing and she told him about it. Noah said she ghosted him for a couple days after she told him she was thinking about breaking up with him. So
poor Noah.
A lot of things going on. What do you think about the whole Instagram thing? She only posts for promo. That's why she doesn't post pictures of Noah.
Well, I think that's an interesting thing to say because I think we're smart enough as followers of people. If you follow an influencer, you know that almost everything they post has some promo in it to some extent.
Totally.
Of course, I mean, that's how they stay an influencer. So either they're promoting in Dixie's case, they're promoting a new song, a partnership, whatnot. But then, I mean, her saying that, yeah, it kind of feels a little unfair to fans because then you're like, well, is anything she posts authentic?
Exactly.
Or is everything she's posting trying to promote something? Because I think influencers they have to find that balance, right? Between the promos and between giving the fans why they follow them in the first place.
Yeah, showing them their real life.
And just being them.
Yeah.
So,
and you made up a good point earlier. You said that, well, she posted a picture with Noah after this YouTube video was already out to maybe do a promo for everyone to watch this video.
Well, that does accomplish two things, right? It appeases Noah's concern that she never posted about him, but also at the same time, yes, it does promote the video because
Which
you're
is
like,
used for
oh,
promo.
They have a new YouTube video
Yeah, that
out.
kind of just rubbed me the wrong way when she said that. I thought, like, you know, show us more of your life. Don't only post for promo. Like, don't act like you're better than that. Like, I don't know. I thought it was a little bratty.
Well, I mean, I also think that Dixie is very real. So maybe, you know, maybe on the other side of this argument, perhaps influencers, they don't say that they do things for promo, but things are kind of secretly promoted,
Yes,
you know?
of course. Everything's a promotion.
Everything's a promo to some extent. So the fact that Dixie is saying that, maybe that's just her way of being real with fans. Or again, that could be her sarcastic sense of humor.
Yeah.
That when she had James Charles on the show, they were talking about maybe figuring out a way to work on making that sarcastic
So Dixie has talked about the fact that her sarcastic sense of humor does not always translate on camera to the fans.
And social media
Social media in general.
Yeah.
I think Dixie just has a very dry sense of humor. I don't know if it's necessarily sarcastic. I just think it's so dry. We've talked about she doesn't put so much emphasis and energy. She's not very expressive. She kind of has more of a laid-back, chill persona. So maybe that is kind of what she was talking about.
And I think her fans sometimes have a hard time deciphering if she's kidding or not.
Because she's so dry.
She's so dry. Looking at the comments, guys, we're seeing this. Yes, people are really curious about what happened with Dixie and her hacker situation.
Okay.
She is no longer hacked. She does have her account back. So guys, good news there, because I know some of you were concerned about that.
I noticed that she was hacked late last night, and I texted you. I was like, Dixie's
Dixie's
hacked.
But she's good.
So I think when I checked this morning, she was unhacked. Her account was back. She didn't lose followers.
She was
all her posts were there.
To her hacker.
Oh, really?
Like, it was like there was a picture on TikTok Insiders of her like talking to her hacker, being like, please bring this back.
Yeah.
I mean, this happens a lot when you're a public figure. She also joked, you know, maybe my password shouldn't be Dixie123. I don't think that's
really what her
I don't
password
think that's
was?
really her password.
Okay, never make your password anything 123, or don't do it your birthday. That's like the gimme that your mom tells you to do when you're in school. Don't make your password your birthday.
Yeah, I know. That's like a pretty bad thing to do. But I thought that was interesting that both Dixie and Noah revealed that they both had separately thought about times of breaking up. I'm curious if that has to do with the fact that there was issues in their like off-camera relationship, or if the breaking up had to do with being a public, you know, couple, because that brings a whole other set of obstacles and issues being on camera all the time.
And they've been together for, I think it's about 3 months now.
We are
reporting. We're reporting month by month, so we are keeping updated. So I'm interested to see what happened as well. I'm not exactly sure. They seem like they really like each other, like they're getting along. They do seem like they have a really solid friendship.
Yes.
More than anything.
Yeah.
So I would be curious to learn more about this.
Well, and also I would say that the first couple of months of a relationship are really difficult because while you're also in the honeymoon phase and like so deeply in love with each other, you're also learning each other. You're learning, you know, what makes the other person tick.
Yeah, what
are
pisses
some
them off?
things
What do they like to eat? What time do they go to sleep?
What things you can't change about them? What things maybe you would wish that they would do differently? And so it is a whole balance of figuring that out.
Yeah, luckily they have a lot of mutual friends, and the families seem to be pretty cool as well, so that helps things. But then being in the public eye adds more obstacles.
Oh yeah, totally. I thought that was also funny that, I mean, not funny, I feel bad for poor Noah that when Dixie said to him, I'm thinking about breaking up with you, she then didn't talk to him for like a couple of days. Oh my God.
Okay, so Dixie mentioned this.
She did.
She said that she wore the pants in the relationship.
Yes.
She firmly thinks she wears the pants. Do you agree with this?
I think so.
Me too.
Not to compare her last relationship, but Dixie also had said the same thing when she was dating Griffin Johnson. So I do feel that that's also just Dixie's energy. I think she is someone who really likes to be in charge. And to
intimidate. She also mentioned that she intimidates Noah.
She didn't think she intimidates him. The lie detector said that he was intimidated by her, and he said he wasn't intimidated by her, that he is scared of her, and he thinks being scared and intimidated are two different things, which I don't think they are. I think if you're scared of someone, you're also...
Yeah, I think they're pretty similar.
I guess being scared of someone is kind of almost
you're
more
afraid,
dramatic than being
intimidated means that you just like have a lot of respect for that person, and sometimes you tread lightly. I think scared is like, I'm running the other way.
Yeah, you don't
I'm horrified. Get away from me, like if you see a ghost.
But I don't know, he could have said scared in like a hyperbole, like he was kind of exaggerating about it. But she does seem intense, and but they do seem like they really love each other.
They do seem like they really love each other, but I also think she definitely wears the pants. Noah seems just like a really easygoing, kind guy.
Yes, but I will say the other thing that I thought was really funny is that she also asked Noah if he would ever fight for her. And he said yes, like without a hesitation, and the lie detector said that was in fact true. But then Dixie brought up a time where I guess there were some like middle schoolers who approached her and were trying to fight her, and Noah just like stood laughing or something.
I mean he's not going to fight middle schoolers. I think he's talking about if
she was
actually a real life
trouble,
situation, which I think he would. You know, he hasn't been working out at the Sway house for that long for nothing.
I know, he looks great too. So Dixie then asked Noah the questions. Noah says that he is in love with Dixie and loves her, which is true. He also claims that he never said I love you to anyone and not meant it, which is true. And the two of them kind of were like, well, is that a good thing or a bad thing? And they agreed it was a good thing. Dixie also asked if she intimidates him, and Noah said no, but the detector picked up that is a lie, as we mentioned earlier. Yes. Dixie also asked if Noah posts a lot with her to get attention and likes, to which he denied. Noah said that he posts with her because he wants to show her off, and while posts with Dixie definitely get more likes, he doesn't care about that. Noah also revealed that Dixie is annoying, and she does it on purpose most of the time, but Noah claims he never thought of breaking up with Dixie, which the detector picked up as a lie, and then Noah later explained that there was a time when he questioned their relationship, and they talked about it, but they are fine now. Noah also denied that he's physically attractive to James Charles, which the detector picked up as a lie, which is why we're asking the question, are the three of them in a love triangle?
And we're going to get more into this, but this whole Instagram thing, I think Noah doesn't care about the likes. I remember watching a paparazzi video about him months ago, and he literally said he doesn't care about the numbers. Noah doesn't seem as thirsty as other TikTok influencers, so I'm going to have Noah's back on that one.
Yeah, and I also think, well, Noah, when we look at why he joined the platform, like he didn't join the platform to become an influencer. When he made his first TikTok, he never thought it would turn into the career he has now. He had mentioned that actually he did it out of sole competition with his sister. Because his sister was doing well on TikTok. He was like, I could do better. And then he did. And flash forward to like who he is now. So yeah, something tells me that he's on it, and I feel like he treats social media knowing that it's like part of the job, right?
He's not too wrapped up in it.
No, but he knows he has to post content because that's what the fans want. And I feel like Noah also really cares about his fans, and he wants to make them happy. So 100%. That's another reason why
we are definitely on Team Noah here, but we love Dixie as well. We love them together, but we're championing for Noah.
Look, I'm a fan of Dixie because I think she sets a really great example to young women in dating. One, because she got out of a relationship that wasn't serving her right, and she proved to stand up to herself. And two, I feel like she gives hope to anyone who is going through a breakup or has just recently like been cheated on. To know that like you could feel like your life sucks and you're really, really sad. And
only for one day.
Only for one day. And then the next day you could find yourself into a relationship that is everything and more that the person couldn't give you. And also, I think, Dixie wearing the pants in the relationship, to me, I read that as like, that's good. It's good that we are breaking traditional gender roles in dating. Because like, this is 2020. Like, if the girl wants to wear the pants in the relationship or take the lead, she should feel the power to.
Of course. I don't think it matters who wears the pants. I don't think it's a bad thing to wear the pants.
No.
It could be seen as a good thing or a bad thing, or it's just the way that it is.
But in most heterosexual relationships, we follow the roles of our parents, and that's just like, we think that
Times
the man,
are changing.
that the man, and now that we're redefining what gender is, I think it's great that like...
Yes, and as we are redefining gender, let's bring James Charles into the equation, because on the lie detector test that Dixie posted, she asked Noah if he was sexually attracted to James Charles.
Yes.
And Noah said no, and then the lie detector, John, our main guy, he detected it as a lie. And we have seen this rumor or the lie detector test.
You know, this is the second time that he's been called out on that, because when Noah did it on his very first YouTube video, it was also read as a lie when John asked him the same question. So, or not John, whoever was doing it.
It's John.
I think I think it was like one of the Sway boys.
John detected the lie, though.
Or So anyway, Jason. It wasn't Jason, not the Sway guy, the guy who's always over there.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I can't think of his last name.
Either way, this has been the second time Noah has been caught in a lie regarding James Charles.
Yeah.
So they have definitely been. I think they flirt a little bit. I don't think there has to be anything to that. I think you could easily flirt amicably, whether it's gay, straight, anything. But I don't know.
Well, a little background on the James Charles and Noah Beck friendship. So you might remember when Noah first came to the scene, before he was connected to Dixie, he was hanging out with James Charles a lot.
Yes.
They were posting TikToks together. I personally think that the relationship was just a friendship.
Yes.
I think that James, because he's been an influencer and in the limelight longer than a lot of these TikTokers, I feel like he really took on the role as a mentor.
Yes.
And we see him doing this with Charlie and Dixie. So I feel like he was doing that for Noah. I mean, who knows? James Charles actually could have been the person who kind of connected Dixie and Noah. That's like very possible. So he was doing all these videos, and before Noah was attached to anyone, there was a rumor going around saying that Noah and James were dating.
Yeah, which is just ridiculous, I think, because we need to normalize, as we've talked about, we need to normalize gay men and straight men being friends.
Yes.
However, I also do see chemistry between them. It doesn't have to be in a sexual way. I just see them flirting a lot when they're on camera together.
And look, sexuality is a spectrum, so we don't know. But at the same time, you never want to out someone. You never want to say when Noah says he's straight and his girlfriend's Dixie.
Yeah,
we
believe him. We believe him. We don't need to question that. All I'm saying is that we do see them flirting a little bit, and I think it is all in good fun.
I think it's all in good fun too, but I think it brings up an interesting point too about the whole I don't know. I think what it is it kind of is showing how the lie detector test works, and I think because Noah has gotten this question asked a lot, and because it's uncomfortable, I think it makes him uncomfortable, which is why the lie detector.
Well, I want to talk more about this lie detector and how true John is with his answers. Could he possibly be lying or manipulating the answers to make a more interesting video?
I don't know. I mean, that also could be the producers, because we do know that it's maybe not that the producers are telling John to say something one way or another, because we know that these videos get edited. We know that there's a production team behind it. Dixie spoke candidly about this with James Charles about the whole snail gate situation.
Yes.
So there is a possibility that maybe the producer was like, oh, let's do that to get a rise out of it.
Yeah, just to make the video more enjoyable and more funny. We love watching a little cringy moment, so maybe it's all in good fun. And it's not that serious.
Well, and also, speaking about James Charles, I don't know if you saw this recently, but he posted a message that he gets a lot on Tinder. Did you see this?
I did not. Please do
I
tell.
feel so bad. So James Charles shared a message that he's been getting a lot, where I guess some guy asked him that he has a new primer that he wants him to try.
Okay.
And the primer, he revealed, is, it's kind of explicit. I don't know if I could say it, but it's something that comes out of you. Okay,
I get it. Okay. Well, James, as a makeup guru himself, he would probably know the answer to any question regarding a primer or concealer or anything else.
That's not a primer. Also, I just feel like that's so, it's like poor James. What a nightmare.
James definitely gets the short end of the stick in a lot of situations. People definitely like to clown on him. But I think James is awesome. I think he really owns who he is. He owns being the face of beauty. And he really sets a good example, I think, to boys who want to wear makeup and be comfortable in wearing makeup and be comfortable in just being openly themselves.
And I think also, I know that James has spoken to the paparazzi before about wanting to be in a relationship and wanting to date, but the challenges that he faces in dating.
Because he's famous.
Because he's famous, and that I think a lot of people are either on dating apps using him to crack a joke, or trying to use him for clout, which is really not fair at all. And I hope that he does find someone. I don't think it is being a throuple with Dixie and Noah.
Probably not.
But they are. I would love to see more of the three of them hanging out, because we know Noah and James have this great friendship, and Dixie and James are really funny together.
Well, they are doing a Christmas collab together.
Okay.
So the 6 of them who did the Halloween collab together, Lorraine, Chase, Charlie, Dixie, Noah, and James, I know that too fast. They are all gonna get together to do a Christmas collab. I think they already filmed it, and then they're gonna do 6 different videos, kind of like what they did with the Halloween video, and then all on their channels. And I am excited to watch that.
Yeah, me too. Oh, also speaking about the whole, I guess this video, some of the feedback that Dixie was getting, where fans were maybe a little concerned about does she really love Noah because she's not posting about him on social media? And she did that post, but she also recently tweeted about the situation, urging fans to really watch the video and know that she obviously loves and adores Noah and that she doesn't mean to like offend him by not posting about him 24/7. But also, you know, I think with relationships, it's really your decision as the person in the relationship about how public you want your relationship
how much you want
be.
to share. The more you post about it, the more people know about your relationship. Now, obviously, these are TikTok influencers that need to post about their lives in order for people to like them and want to engage with them and get to know them.
Yeah.
But there definitely becomes a line where it's like you could share too much or not enough.
And I think because their relationship is so public, it's been so public. I mean, since they were just friends, allegedly.
Everything's been public with them.
Yeah, I feel like I would argue that perhaps Dixie and maybe Noah too want to take a break and keep some of the stuff that they're of their relationship sacred and just between the two of them, which is very sweet.
That's sweet.
Well, guys, we want to hear from you. What did you think about Dixie and Noah finally taking this lie detector test? Let us know your thoughts. I'm Gabby Conti.
And I'm Zach Weinberg, and follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.